All right, all right.
So, boys, welcome to
This
the
is
Talkatives podcast,
episode one.
episode one.
Episode
We out
uno.
here.
Understood.
Yeah.
So, where are we beginning?
We might as well just get the disaster that was the 3-0 for Chelsea out the way.
You sure you want to start with that?
I
I mean,
mean,
okay, if it's down.
Please explain
I
yourself.
always want the bad news before the good news.
Yeah,
So.
you might as well just start with the hit news. That was the hit for the weekend. For the weekend.
So what happened?
Look.
You I'll let you go first.
I'm not
Shags. Go
speaking. Y'all just shaking your heads.
That
Go
was
ahead, Shags.
it was a very unfortunate 90 minutes from the boys.
Mhm.
First of
Okay.
all, Kante needs to stay fit. Without Kante, we're lost in midfield. And if Kovacic is not there, Jorginho can't do anything. And it doesn't matter who you put next to Jorginho. We're finished. And Chukov, he messed up. He messed up by playing. Look, as much as I love Conor Gallagher, man is not a CDM. You play Loftus-Cheek out on the at left right wing back when he should be in midfield. Left Chilwell on the bench. I'm also putting Havertz on fraud watch for the foreseeable future. So
I'm not putting him
We
on
move.
fraud watch. That's just him. But go on.
no, he's on fraud watch. I'm sorry. You gotta start Christian Pulisic.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Pause. Let me just.
Okay.
I have just a question. You said start Christian Pulisic. Wait. So, two questions. Number one, do you think that Havertz is just played out of position? Because me personally, I've seen enough. I don't think he's a number 9. I don't think he's playing through the middle. I think you either play him out left like Hazard, or you put him out right and just say be magical or do whatever you want. Almost kind of like what Barcelona did with Messi for a little bit. Let Messi kind of just like they put him out there on the right and just say, "Yo, Messi, do what you're gonna do," and just kind of let him rock out. And kind of like almost what PSG is doing right now with Mbappe. They put Mbappe on the right and just kind of let him do his own thing during the game. I feel like that's the type of freedom he needs to give a player like Havertz. Because if you try to give him that structure, it's like stay through the middle. I want you to stay through the middle. The chances come few and far in between with him.
Well, that's the thing, though. We do give him the freedom. He's a false 9. He's definitely
false
not a 9.
nine.
He's a
not
creator.
Haaland.
He's a
You know
10.
that. Yeah.
But like the system we play, we don't play a number 10. And even if we did, it would be Mason Mount there because Mason Mount is just better than Havertz in every single type of way. Havertz, he's missed like 4. He should have at least 4 goals at this point. That's
He should have,
why.
like, 4 goals.
That's why we want to sign Aubameyang. Aubameyang. Manny knows about Aubameyang. Like, really?
Yeah, such. I don't know.
He's missing those goals, though. So that's why I asked him, is false or not? Like that. Like I say the same thing with Sterling. Like we put him at when we used to have him, we put him at false 9, but that's because we out of necessity. We didn't have anybody there. But like we knew what to expect. He was going to miss some sitters. He's not a striker. It is what it is.
Havertz will be way better paired with an actual striker like Aubameyang, of all people.
Yeah.
But like with Werner would have worked beautifully, but Werner just he's not it. He can't finish. He can't pass. Good luck in
He can't
Germany.
pass. He can't dribble. He doesn't really have
Yeah,
confidence.
like
that. He's a low confidence player.
if you see how they play for Germany, if they could do that at Chelsea, yeah. But Havertz needs
They
like a
can't
real 9
because
to play ahead of
Germany-
him.
All right, I might as well just go. They can't because Germany, Havertz and Werner don't run Germany. Germany is run by Kimmich, Müller, Goretzka, the wingbacks. And then Havertz and Werner just float around and get tap-ins because they don't work as hard. They don't have to play as hard for Germany as they do for Chelsea. Chelsea, Shags, everybody tracking back. Everybody chases forward. Everybody does everything. So it's just like the Premier League, right? Think about like how like chances come in the Premier League. Man, Bayern just broke a record for scoring the most goals or something in like what the first
I think it's the
game,
startup first 2 games, 15 goals in 2 games.
15 goals in 3 games,
First 2 games.
first 2 games.
Yes.
Like, bro, isn't what did Lewandowski say, Shags? He said, "What is going on? Everybody's in. There's 9 players in the box." Yes, German people that play in the Bundesliga, they don't see that often. They don't see like, especially if you're a good team, they don't see 9 players in the box that often.
Like that Timo Werner goal on his second debut.
Like, come on, man. Like,
Yeah.
bro, come on, man. He's not getting an easy shot like that in the Premier League.
No.
Like, we all know that.
The
Even
ball won't
against
even get to him.
Wolverhampton or Burnley or some bad team. Like, sorry,
You can say Leicester. You're at the bottom. You can say Leicester.
Leicester. Yes, Leicester, who is coming up next. So, but
And
all
Leicester
right.
next.
So, my opinion on what happened, like Sheg said, when we don't have Kante, we're very fragile, not just defensively, going forward too, because Kante gives us that structure defensively, and when we're going forward, he doesn't only makes runs, he can take people off the dribble, he can give a nice little pass over the top, he can do everything. So Jorginho is a very systemized player. He's very efficient at one thing, distributing the ball and keeping the balance of the midfield. But beyond that, he's not athletic enough to overcome a high pressing team. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need Kante. We were 2 goals up against Tottenham, no biggie. And then the refs did what the refs did. You all know the rest of that. But that's what I'm saying. Kante is the linchpin to like everything. And then if at least we had Kovacic, he's injured too. So playing Conor Gallagher next to Jorginho, first of all, Conor Gallagher and Jorginho have never played a single game together in the Premier League. First of all. Second of all, Conor Gallagher has never started a game for Chelsea in the Premier League. Like, what I'm saying is it would have been better Loftus-Cheek and Jorginho play. But I wouldn't even have played Jorginho against Leeds because I know who Leeds are. I know what to expect. I would have played fast, physical players, such as the Chelsea trio. I'd have played a 4-3-3, but Tuchel doesn't play a 4-3-3, so hey, it is what it is. But
It is what it is.
it is what it is, man.
I do have a side question on your last point. Is it Tuchel doesn't play a 4-3-3 or does Chelsea get
No,
I don't think you got
Tuchel doesn't play a 4-3-3.
The only times he's played 4-3-3 is like when it's too late and we're trying to get back
Yeah,
into the
he's
game.
he never like ever plays 4-3. He either starts with 4-2-3-1, which never works, or the usual 3-4-3, which works normally.
And another thing that messed with us too, he's been playing Reece James at
center back.
right center back.
Yeah, which is cool,
Wait.
but it compromises him going forward. He's our Trent.
Like
We need his production. Like you saw what we were last year without Reece James. Hapless. Like we played 5 different players at right wing back because we're like, who can give us that production? Who can give you 5 goals, 5 assists in how many matches? What was that? 4 or 5 matches, 6 matches before he went down injured. Like, come on, man.
I think right
And
now he
will
might be
still
the
get
highest
back
goal scoring
and chase
defender.
the fastest player on the other team and win the ball and bring it forward and give an assist or score a goal. You can't replace that. So, like, but he likes him at right center back. Okay, cool. He can still, Reece James can play that. No problem. But who's going to play right wing back? Not Loftus-Cheek. Like, no, man. He's a center mid. He needs
I would have played Chilwell.
Loftus-Cheek needs to be playing where Jorginho is playing. We literally need to be grooming that guy to play where Jorginho is playing. because I
I think
think
it's
he
years.
can be absolutely
That's
fantastic there, man. Oh man, but we got a lot of work to do. We're gonna have some growing pains, but we'll figure it out.
hey, growing plans. You're supposed to be in the competition. This
Didn't you
was the same club that was leading. That was number one in the Premier League at Christmas time
It's one loss.
last season.
It's one loss. No, it's one loss.
Did
If we're losing,
Champions League?
Hold on, wait.
okay. If we
We just
lose to
one loss. Explain
If
yourself.
we lose to Leicester, okay, I'll be worried. But it's one loss. If we're losing back to bad teams, that's bad.
Man.
But it's one loss, and we didn't have Kante and Kovacic. But that would not be an excuse next week. We're not losing next week. Whoever we have, we're not losing. I promise you that.
I don't know about.
Promise.
That's not going to be an excuse next week. Is that didn't Conte do his hamstring?
No, what I'm saying is, I don't.
Yeah, you won't be there.
Whether
But
we have
we
Kante
can't
and
lose.
Kovacic or not, Tuchel is going to win us that game. Watch. He's not going to make this. The one thing I noticed about our coach is he doesn't make the same mistake twice. He's learned his lesson. Don't worry. That's a sign of a good coach. So just watch our game next week. It's going to be 3-0 the other way. I promise you. Promise you. And Pulisic needs to start. I'm done saying it. He needs to start, bro. He needs to start. He needs play time.
In what position?
Honestly, there's one.
Wing. And either one of the wings.
There's one player that needs to get
Okay.
It doesn't matter the wing. Just put him on the field.
somebody
Put
that needs to
Sterling
catch some
at
flag.
striker.
We need to talk about Mason
Wing.
Mount. We need to talk about
Yeah,
Mason
let's
Mount
check his goal.
because
Oh yeah.
look, Mason Mount is the future of Chelsea, but he's been making some passes
100.
and some decisions and some things in that game that I saw that are just not okay. Like Mason Mount needs to start producing again on the pitch.
How old is he?
And he's like 22,
23.
23.
Young.
Yeah.
Mason Mount needs to,
I mean, nobody played
needs
well,
to take
but
charge. He needs to take charge.
He is
Sterling
he's-
is
he's
the
best-
only player. Sterling is the only player that has had a consistent 7-8 performances this season.
Yes.
Sterling's the only player for us. Which, all right, I understand that. All right, because I don't know, like, it's like the hangover of, like, we're still getting over the hangover of last season. And Kante and Kovacic being injured is not helping our midfield. Because those young players, Gallagher, Loftus-Cheek, they need to see how it's done. Because I believe they can do it. Even Tuchel after the game the first thing Tuchel said, literally at the press conference, was, "We don't need anybody else. I believe we have all the players to win. So let's just go win. On to the next week."
So, question.
Like, that's what I'm saying. And I like Tuchel. I believe we have the players.
We're gonna
Conor
get there
Gallagher
eventually.
punches
We just
it
need to get
He's just not ready.
these players
So we
fit
need to get him ready. Our best
and ready
players
for
being
these tough games.
injured doesn't help
All right, hold
because they don't have a blueprint. You know what I'm saying?
up. Marcus got a question for you.
No, I was just gonna say Conor Gallagher, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you just might be being a bit harsh on the guy? Because I don't know, man.
No.
I think he had a hell of a loan last season. You know, both Chelsea that he played against you guys, parent club. He bossed the midfield as well in the cup ties too.
Yeah,
so,
but he played for
No, I think-
Crystal Palace. He played for Crystal Palace. He was a big fish in a small pond. This is Chelsea
Yeah. This is
against
Chelsea.
Leeds, like a derby, another London team. Like he just couldn't cut it. That's it. It's not harsh.
you said it yourself. He never started before for Chelsea,
Yeah.
so like.
Yeah, that's the
You have
thing.
to give, don't you think you need to give the guy a little bit of
We don't give them any runway. They gotta perform the first day.
Hey.
Nah, that's what it means to make it at Chelsea, bro. Like there's no runway.
Back to your
So back in the day when you got Drogba, you just suspended Drogba. This is his first season, 30 goals. That's not it. Strip out.
I mean,
That's what the
I mean,
expectation
if
was.
Conte is fit, Gallagher barely makes the bench. That's it. He just happened. He just happened to make it in the pitch. Honestly, he should not even have been playing. It should have been Loftus-Cheek there.
Personally, I think
Loftus-Cheek has been playing for years. It should have been Loftus-Cheek in that Gallagher role.
Yes,
Gallagher should have
yes.
been on the bench in the first place. So I'm not
Here's the
surprised
thing,
that
though.
we lost 3-0 when he started. Nah, and I'm not judging him for it. That's
The
too
thing about Conor Gallagher is, here's the thing. You're right about his Crystal Palace season. Guess what, bro? That's what I'm judging him on. And, bro, I saw all his Crystal Palace highlights. I went back and I saw, bro, he looked like the second coming of De Jong that I'm trying to get from Barca. Literally. That's who he